All right, we have transitioned here to the Carolina Prep Summer Tour. Coach Justin Hardin, A.O. Brown High School here in Kannapolis. You're wrapping up your second week of summer workouts. Just tell me how important it is to have a good summer to springboard your team into August.
Yeah, I mean, it's you get to kind of identify who you are going to be as far as what your goals are going to be for the season. You know, you got JV guys moving up and how they're going to fit into our scheme, and you know, kids are still growing and you're learning what they can do and what they need to get better at. So, and the good thing too is I've got 4 new coaches, so it's, you know, getting to know them and knowing what we're doing and how we're doing things. So it's just a good time where we're all kind of learning each other and making all the pieces kind of fit together.
You mentioned your JV guys. You had a really good JV team last year. I know you've got a lot of good young talent that you've been moving up to the varsity. You had mentioned to me before we started filming that, you know, based off the way y'all's school schedule works, you didn't really get the spring practice that you probably would have liked to have gotten. Yeah. How do you feel like you are in terms of just being where you need to be in preparation, either ahead or behind of where your expectations are?
Yeah, I mean, well, our JV defense will be all sophomores again. That's what we did last year, and so it's going to be a very talented group. That played not a lot of games just because of our JV defense from last year. You know, I think varsity-wise on both sides we're ahead where we were last year, and our guys are very confident right now. It's a good group. You know, we work out in the weight room first. You know, I told them our program starts in the weight room, and so you know, and if we don't work out hard, we're not going to come out here and practice football. So, you know, it's all about changing the culture kind of where we want our season in this program to be. So we want to build off of last year, you know, with our JV program, and that's given our program some confidence, and even being in our new conference this year. And so well, the guys are doing a good job. They're competing. That's the biggest thing I can tell the difference is we have more depth in every position than we've had the past couple of years.
Speaking of the new conference, of the reclassification, going to 8 classes now instead of the traditional 4. It's going to shift you guys to a new conference with a mixture of Cabarrus County schools and some really on the western side of Mecklenburg County, western side of Charlotte, moving in Olympic, Berry, Harding, some of those guys. How do you think this new conference is going to kind of shake up for the season? How do you feel about it?
I think it's going to be competitive. I mean, you know, the schools in Charlotte are competitive. You know, Hickory Ridge and Cox Mill, they've been successful for a long time since they've been around Cabarrus County. And so then you add Donnie Kiefer and, you know, Coach Jenkins at West Cabarrus, 2 veteran guys that are winners. So I think it's going to be a competitive week to week, you know. And so I'm excited about it. You know, you get to go against good coaches and good teams in our area. So, you know, and we start off with Porter Ridge, Concord, and Mooresville. So we're going to get tested early. I think Concord's going to have bringing back 9 guys on defense. Mooresville's ranked top 5, and Porter Ridge has always been a traditional team that makes a run every once in a while. So we've got a good schedule that will get us ready for our conference.
All right, Coach. Well, hey, I appreciate you having me out today. Best of luck this summer, and we'll see you throughout the season.
Thank you, man.